Hello, and welcome to the Castle Rock Museum. Hi, I'm Angie DeLeo, the director of the museum. We hope that you are all safe. We know that you cannot visit the museum right now, but we didn't want you to miss out on our current exhibit. We have a display of many of Castle Rock's historic buildings and sites by local watercolor artist Cindy Welch. Cindy is here with us today to talk about her art and her paintings. Here is Cindy.
Hi, my name is Cindy Welch, and I am a watercolor artist here in Castle Rock. I have been a resident of Castle Rock since the 1980s, and so I've seen a lot of growth and change. I originally went to Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design and got a degree in graphic design and commercial art. And I pursued that as a career most of my life. The career worked really well with being home with my family, which I loved. And then about 9 years ago, I was doing a kind of a self-help class, and they said, what's something that you really love to do that you gave up to raise your family and pursue your career? And what came to my mind was painting with watercolor. I started to paint things here in Castle Rock because I was always looking for inspiration. I love to paint a lot of different subjects: flowers, glass and crystal, still lifes. But I'm also very fascinated with history and historic buildings, and we have lots of that here in Castle Rock. So I was asked to paint the Castle Rock Fire Station, which isn't really a historic building. It's a fairly new building in Castle Rock. And so at first I wasn't too sure about how that was going to go until the chief suggested that we pull out the antique fire truck that they have at the fire department. And then I got really excited about doing that one. So they were gracious enough to start the truck up and pull it out in front. So we were able to get the historic part of the Castle Rock Fire Department as well as one of the brand new engines that's inside the garage. This painting here is close to my heart, of the Douglas County Veterans Monument. I was just really awe-inspired watching that monument be built and installed, and when it was finished, it's such a wonderful monument to our veterans. The thing that caught my interest, there's not an American flag right around the monument. The American flag is over here in front of the courthouse. But I really wanted that American feel to the painting, so I decided to paint the reflection of the American flag on the monument. This is a real shiny stone, and also a little hint of the flag in the sky. The Douglas County Veterans Monument Foundation purchased the original, and it's hanging in the Douglas County Veterans office, and I donate a percentage of all the proceeds of sales from prints back to the Douglas County Veterans Foundation. Okay, so I have a painting called Perspective. When I drive down Interstate 25 and I see the rock, you're used to seeing the rock and it's kind of like, yeah, that's the rock, but you really don't get an idea of how large the rock is until you see the people on top. And a lot of times, you know, if you're walking around Castle Rock or you're driving on the highway even, you can see those people on top of the rock, and it really puts it in perspective how large the rock is. And so I did a painting with two little people on top of the rock, kind of looking up at the rock to really give it that perspective on how large it is. And when you hike to the top of the rock, you really get to see too how massive it is, and the view up there, that's just amazing. So that painting is titled Perspective. So last year, the town of Castle Rock and the Public Art Commission came together and commissioned me to paint this depot, which is the museum. Love this building. I love the rhyolite stone and the history of this building, and so I was very excited to do that. And the painting, when it was finished, is purchased by the town and the Public Art Commission, and they have left it here on display at the museum permanently so that everyone can come and see it.
Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you when it's safe. We will have Cindy's paintings here for a short time after we open again.